Hey, you guys, welcome to our bonus session, day one of our bonus session of Slay Your Legion Bootcamp. Look, I've been backstage with my guests today, and we've just been cracking up, cutting up, which we normally do, and just brainstorming. So, this is going to be a fun times of really laid back. Let's have fun. Let's watch this together. If you don't know me, this is Nicole Beatty. I own something called Fempreneur Online. It's a virtual event production agency, and I help coaches and service providers do live virtual events to connect with their audience. And the last 3 days, we have really dove deep into a particular way to generate leads. And the name of it, or the thing that it is called a bundle or giveaway or event, lead gen event, whatever you want to call it. But we have created an amazing 3 days of content, starting with day one. You heard me go over, and hopefully you're watching this on your event page. You heard me go over exactly what I did on my very first bundle or lead gen event. Some pitfalls, some things I wish I did again, how I got my contributors, who I look to give their input and their products in order to have this amazing event. I told you that I doubled my list, literally doubled my list. Finally hitting that 2K mark. Do you know how hard it is to hit 2K in leads or email subscribers? It can be difficult, but I finally did it. And I was so proud of myself after this particular event that I did. We talked about, in general, my down and dirty plan. I did this, and then I started talking to my contributors, and then I created my web pages, and then I released it on the world. It was about 10 days. 10 days is way too long, by the way. I'll never do 10 days again, but it was super fun. And I got to make incredible connections with amazing fempreneurs. Day two of the boot camp, we talked to Megan Dowd, and we talked about how to actually turn that lead gen event into an amazing profit by using our offers, right? You must have an offer already available to you. And one of the things she specifically talked about is meeting our leads where they are, or the new audience that we got from the lead gen event where they are. So if we are teaching or doing or giving resources away that cover A and B, that we make sure that the product or offer that we offer after the event is C, that we don't do A, B, purple. Don't remember that little quote? Go back to day two and see what she said about that. It has to fit in with where they are. So, a couple of our participants actually put in their action step responses that, you know what, maybe I'll just do a course that says introducing them to a software, or introducing them to a concept, because the actual audience and niche I'm bringing to this event, they probably actually relatively new. They don't know what I know, and I need to at least teach them what I know. So when it comes time to me to sell that group program or that mega course, that signature course, they're with me. They're right there with me. And Megan went over how we can create that human first course, meeting them where they are, making sure it feels good to us, all those things. So Megan showed us that in day two. So make sure you watch the replay. Day three, Kate brought it. And for you guys who don't know, Kate Doster is what I'm calling the queen of bundles. This is the girl who put out this course that, quite frankly, I was just talking with Lakeisha backstage. She said she had it too. And she's like, I'm not sure how I got it, but somehow I'm not even sure how I got it. I think it was a part of another thing that she gave me, Kate, that is. And when I tell you that the value of the one course, Collaboration Cash-In, is tenfold, it's amazing. And it's an immense value of her particular course. And you guys know that that is open for you, along with the special bonuses that I have included. But she actually gave us a step by step by step. This is how you do the lead gen event, the bundle. This is exactly how you do it. She gave it to us step by step by step. She even told us exactly how we're going to pitch, who we're going to pitch, who are the first people, who are the next people, who are the next people, and then who are the last people. She really gave it to us and just laid it on out there, as she gave us also the keys to the kingdom to get into Collaboration Cash-In. If you don't know, you do have an event page. Hopefully you're watching on this and you actually go ahead and get in the comments and let us know that you are here. If you're hashtag replay, go ahead and do that as well. You do have the bundle blueprint that's available for you on the event page that you could absolutely download. But yeah, that's the last 3 days. We had an amazing 3 days where we went step by step by step. We filled out an entire bundle blueprint, which I'm actually going to show you what mine looks like in tomorrow's bonus day session. Now that's going to be pre-recorded. This is live, but that'll be pre-recorded. And you'll see exactly how I filled mine out and what made me say what I did. So yeah, that is a recap of days 1 through 3. We're on this is day 4, but technically it is a bonus day is what I'm calling it. And I have a special guest. She is, I'm so excited. Lakeisha Mosley. She is a virtual event production manager, producer, planner, extraordinaire, all the things. And it's funny because, some people kind of say, well, why is it that you guys like always seem to be on things together? Why do y'all chat as much as you do? It seems like you invite her, she invites you. Like, how does that work? It works perfectly because we're like here. I'm telling you, the reason why we went kind of late with live is because we're too busy chatting about stuff and the world of virtual events and everything. But I'm excited because she is here today to talk about that side of being a contributor. Hey, Michelle, thank you so much for joining live. The being a contributor, being someone who, I invited her to my last one. So what does it mean to be a contributor? She's been thinking about being a host. So hopefully we can kind of like toot her horn and try to get her to be a host. But what is it like to be a contributor? What makes her say yes to these events, what they have done. And also I'm hoping to get some fun tips from her of how we can make them more of an event experience. I'm all about the events, and so is she. What can we do to really make it not just kind of like, oh, press the button and get a gift? I want us to brainstorm, Lakeisha and I, because I'm telling you, she's got great ideas, and I think it's going to be a really good session today. So I'm going to bring her up. Lakeisha, come to the stage.
Hey, y'all.
I'm already laughing. She's like, hey, y'all. I love it. No, I'm telling you, Lakeisha, you definitely have an eye for certain things. That's why I'm excited to have you here, especially for the event world. And that's why I want to touch there. But tell us a little bit about yourself and your background.
I'm first have to say thank you. I'm always excited to chat with you. And people always say the same thing to me too. To go like, oh my gosh, like y'all are always on stuff together. Like y'all are, I'm like, listen, that's my biz bestie. So
yes.
Just shut up and let us be great.
Let us be great.
Yeah, like to me, collaboration is bigger than anything else. So I'm Lakeisha Mosley. I am the owner and digital event strategist for the LM Experience, which is an in-person, not so much, but mainly online event management company. And I absolutely love what I do. And mainly what I do is I just help people put their content, their products, their services before audiences virtually. I love what I do. And I also love collaborating with you, Nicole.
Yes, I mean the feeling is absolutely mutual. If you guys don't know, Lakeisha is on my podcast, Fempreneur Coach Connection, and we had absolutely a ball doing that. And people were like, it was fun listening to y'all just like, but that's just how we do it. But so go listen to that if you have Spotify, iTunes, all those things. Go ahead and look at that or listen to that. I guess here's my first question. So, you do know the world of bundles. You have been a part of them. How many would you say you've been a part of?
Oh my gosh. I think yours was probably like the 15th.
Really?
Yeah. So I've been a part of them. The first one I was, kind of like, I don't know
what
about
is this.
Right
yeah.
here.
What is this?
But yeah, I think you were like the 15th or 16th one. So I've been doing them about a year or so now.
Yeah. And so what made you say this is something that you would like to do as a contributor to grow your email list? What made that kind of jump to you?
So if I be honest, the email list thing really wasn't part of my why.
Okay.
At that point, I don't think I cared about building an email list, which sounds crazy, y'all. I wanted to see how well I was as a creator because I was just getting into digital products. I was just getting into creating checklists and these elaborate Google Sheet things that I create. And so for me, it was like, let me see if I got what I think it takes to, like it, or if what I'm creating is it resonated with people? Is it something good? So that was initially my first thing. So after I did the first one and I got like 400 leads, I was like, oh wait, what?
This works, yeah.
Like this works. Like, okay, I love this. Like, this is amazing.
Yeah, it becomes a proof of concept. So you're saying, can I make it doing these digital products? And if you don't necessarily have a digital product quite yet, or you're thinking about creating one, it really does become a good proof of concept. Yeah. If your copy is right, when people click over, they're on the main gift page. So remember, Kate talks about having a gift page with all the gifts lying there. You click the button, it goes to your lead, it goes to your page essentially. So Lakeisha's page, it becomes a proof. If they come there, do they sign? Do they say, yes, I want it? Do they give you the email address? Right. Do they give you whatever the case may be? So it does become proof of, yes, it's an amazing product. Right. I'm so interested. And it becomes something where you can put a little feedback form on your thank you page and say, hey, what else do you want from me? Is there something else you want me to add to this product? Like things like that really make the difference. Right. Especially if it's your very first one being a contributor.
Exactly.
I say that because I think it's important that you convey that to people who are new to this game, right? So they're like, I'm not sure what this bundle thing is. It sounds like she's just trying to get all my email list because people think that. Have you ever thought that? And like, what's your take on that? I think this is an email list grab for me.
I think I'm probably gonna be different than most people. I feel like it is, but then I don't care because I want whatever it is they're offering. I think that's how I see it, because I feel like it's an exchange. And I think the more we think about it like that, instead of just, oh, they want my email address. Okay, so what? The bill collectors want it too. They get your email address, they send you that bill. They send you that bill every month. But my thing is, at least with this, I'm getting something in exchange. I'm getting a product, or, even if it's a one-on-one or something like that, I'm getting something in exchange for my email address. And if I don't like it, there's an unsubscribe button.
There's an unsubscribe. And I think that some people, at least hosts, I think one of their main fears, and even sometimes contributors too. Right. So people come and they get their free thing, or, their products, and then they get off of it. They're like, well, I'm just going to unsubscribe. And there's like, oh my goodness, they unsubscribe. Y'all, remember what Kate talked about yesterday. It's a privilege to be on my list. Thank you. The fact of the matter is, if you send an email address and you see unsubscribes, that means you took action. This is from Kate. Kate said this. It means you took action. It means you did something right. Okay. Right. If you got no unsubscribes, that means you sent nothing. You sent no emails. You did nothing. So let's not let that be a hindrance at all. And thank you so much, Elena. Black Sheep 303 is actually Elena. Thank you so much for joining us. And let me see. She said, I agree with Lakeisha about the email with this kind of event. They're going to give you the email. If they want to unsubscribe, that's fine. If they want the free thing, that's fine. Right. At that point, you are not what they're looking for. That's fine. Go to the next one. So don't be afraid of that at all, whether you're a contributor or you are a host.
Right. And I'll share this with you, Nicole. I just wiped my list. My list was about 1,850. Yeah, it was about 1,850 people on my list from being in bundles, y'all.
Yeah.
From being a contributor in bundles, and of course with my events and stuff like that. So just recently, I wiped my entire list. I sent out a couple of emails saying, hey, I'm about to wipe y'all. And I learned all this. I love Kate a lot. I learned all this from Liz Wilcox. I follow Liz. I'm a part of her email marketing membership. And so I was like, oh my gosh, I'm about to wipe.
It's scary. It's so scary.
Yes. I'm like, I built this. But it didn't matter because out of the 1850, I got 1,300 and something back. I have people pretty much segmented. So now I only have 4 lists, you know, plus whatever events that I do, or like if I'm in your bundle or something like that. Like I have those segmented. But it was so easy because it helped people recognize like, oh, do I want to still keep hearing from her? And then it was other people like, oh, I do. Also, now she talks about this, and this.
Right.
So although I have those 4 segments, all 4 gets newsletters. Some get them more often than others, but I was able to segment my list. And so now I'm talking to people who want to talk to me.
Yes, I love that.
Peace out.
Peace out. Well, I'm telling you, because I probably, before I do the next bundle, will probably do the list scrap thing again. Although I finally hit that 2 and I may go back underneath 2, it doesn't matter. I'm going to get tenfold in the end because I want people to open the emails, right? So if I have a list of people or group of people before the bundle or after the bundle who are not opening, are not engaging with me, I don't want them there. So it really does become a mindset shift for email marketing in general. When you are hosting a bundle, doing a bundle, being a contributor, it becomes a mindset shift that I want people who want to be there. And if you don't, it's okay. You know, go ahead and leave. And I actually have a link that says, I want to leave, you know, please click me. And they're able to get off my list. It's okay. It's not the unsubscribe button. I created another little button. So that way I just delete them from my list instead of them unsubscribing. So like ConvertKit's not like, oh my goodness, so many people are unsubscribing. Some people press that button and some people put the unsubscribe button. It doesn't matter. I don't care which one you press, but it's my little like sneaky, like press this button and then it'll put you in a tag. So I'll be able to delete you. That's just something I have as a sneaky backdoor thing.
I like that.
Just a little thing. So, okay. So, you know, as a contributor, you know, you've done several as a contributor. What attracted you to say yes? Did you go to them and say, yes, I want to do this and fill in a form? Or did they come to you and pitch you? How did that go?
So I've always been pitched, which I'm like, me? What you want from like me?
Yes.
You know, I guess that's that whole imposter syndrome that comes in like what the hell do I have that you want? But it really helped catapult me into this creator world as well, because I was pitched for. So like the first one I did was actually like a paid one. And I was skeptical because I had to pay.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Let's put that on the side because that's another question. I'm going to put the pay thing.
Yes. So what attracted me initially was how they set it. Like all of them have always set it up really, really well. They told me what the benefits were. One of them was, of course, to, grow my email list. But I will tell you, yours was very different because it not only talked about the email list, but it talked about the product that you wanted in your bundle. A lot of people don't do that. You can just put anything in it. And so sometimes when I get these bundles, I'm like, why is this even in here? Because I don't even, like, I could make this myself. But you had, like, there was an upper echelon about what it was that attracted me more so to yours. Plus, you my girl. So, you know, it was like, oh no, you got to have a premium type product that really is going to draw people in. And these are my people. These are the people that I say are my target market of people on that level. So it was attracted to me like, oh, I already know I'm about to get X amount of leads with it.
Well, this was one of the things, and this is what Lakeisha's talking about. I specifically wrote in, those who wanted to be a part of this. You know, some people I just went to and said, hey, can you do this? And some people was like, I left it open, but I said, this is what I'm looking for. These are my people. I want a premium product. It cannot be something that like worksheets or it cannot be a PDF. I was very specific about that. I want it to get to the meat of whatever it is you're talking about. As opposed to, and it doesn't have to be some grand signature course. That's not what I'm looking at. I'm looking at get to the meat of one thing in whatever it is you provide. So I was very specific, like, I don't want crap. And I'm going to say again, I don't want crap this time. I'm like, I really want it to be premium stuff. I don't want it to look thrown together.
Exactly.
I want your sales page to look on point, because it was important that everybody, it must be a paid product, by the way, just so people, in case you don't know, it can't be something that's free that you can get in anywhere. It must be paid, and it must be premium. I'm not saying it must be worth $997. That's not what I was saying. It needs to have the feel of something that has depth of information and that has quality of the look. And I'm going to be very strict this time about that, that your sales page looks nice. Your process of checkout is beautiful. Because that was super important to me, that my biz besties, you guys washing, had that experience from every single contributor.
Exactly.
So let's go to the pay thing, because you mentioned it. And when we say pay thing, there is a bit, and Kate mentioned this, where some bundle hosts essentially say a chip-in fee or some sort of fee in order to participate as a contributor. Tell us about that experience, what you thought, how that even works. Tell us about that.
So first of all, I don't know about y'all, but I don't play when it comes to my money. So if you asking me to spend some money, it's got to be a benefit for it, you know? Yeah. So I think what attracted me initially for that one was it was paid. There were, they promised a certain number of leads. How they promised that,
that's hard. Know. That's hard. I never would ever do that.
Yes.
That's really hard.
They promised a certain number, which it actually exceeded it.
Okay, that's great. I mean, I think I would say like 100, because I can't promise nothing as far as I'm concerned.
It was crazy. And so they had actually 2 levels. It was like a free level, and I think you were probably on like page 30. But if you paid, you got premium placement.
Yes.
On the page that they had. So initially they had like a section that said premium, and so like you were there, but then they had like an ad that would run in between the pages.
Okay, hold on. Let me talk about what Lakeisha's talking about, but this is actually a little bit more advanced than what I'm talking about. I was talking about like a set $49 chip-in fee, which I have. Have I done? I think I did it one time, and I
did it once before. Too. Yeah.
But what Lakeisha's talking about is getting prime real estate on the gift page. It's absolutely known that if you're higher on the list, you get the most leads. So if you're the very first person in your category, or if you're the very first person on the top of the page, or if you're featured multiple times, you will get more leads. So what she's talking about is that some people will actually charge to get those spots. So they'll say, okay, you're a VIP contributor. I'm going to give, like, I've seen upwards of like $1,000. Like,
yes,
like, pay me $1,000 to put you on that list. Now, these are people who have been doing bundles a while. They are known to get thousands of leads for their people.
Right.
So do not try that. This is your very first bundle.
Please don't.
Do not try that. But it's one of those advanced things where you can then put it towards ads and stuff like that.
Right.
Or you could just pay yourself. I don't know what they do with the money, quite frankly. They say ads.
I think
either. Giveaways. I think they sometimes put it in giveaways.
Yeah, they'll sometimes do giveaways. And honestly, for me, and I'm not knocking anybody who charges to pay for their bundles, but I'm not going to pay for your bundle if it doesn't come with what I just described. I need some prime real estate. I'm not going to pay a chip-in fee because I'm giving away a product. I'm giving away. So like for your bundle, I gave away my event planning bundle, which is my system that I use to plan events. So, and normally I charge, $97 if someone wants access to that. So if you have a bundle where there's a chip-in fee, I'm probably not going to do it. I did do it once, and it was a great experience. Everything was really nice. from how I got the lead sent to me to how they advertised for us, like putting us, they took turns like throughout the week, you know, shouting us out. And then even one day they did like a live, like an IG live or Facebook live or something like that. So you kind of see like, oh, well, that's, you know, that's great too. But for me, I'm just, yeah, I won't really be in ones that aren't free, or that if I'm paying, that there's not some like super extra perks for being paid.
Yeah. So again, as we're kind of saying this, I want you guys to just be thinking like, okay, these are things they like. These are things they didn't like. Could I add this to my bundle? When you're doing your very first one, I really suggest that you just do the down and dirty. Use Kate's system, collaboration, cash in, get the down and dirty and get the first one done is what I would say. And then go back and kind of add these little tips that we're saying for later. But for sure, I've never paid, I think maybe once. I really don't remember. But I just got a pitch recently to be a part of a bundle, and it was a chip-in fee, and I said,
right.
I'll pay. I just, you know, I don't know. That's kind of the same where someone they invite you to their event and they say you need to have 5,000 people on your email list, and I'm like, yeah. I delete them. I'm sorry. I delete them. Yeah. And I had somebody who asked me, you know, I said, well, you know what? I don't have 5,000. You know, sorry. And they're like, well, that's okay. How many do you have? Delete. I didn't even answer because
I'm not responding to you.
I'm not responding. It's about collaboration. It's about connection. You want my information. You want me to be a part of something.
Right.
I've got to feel that. So I hope you guys are kind of getting that vibe of when you're inviting someone to be a part of your bundle, your lead gen event, that they need to feel like they're wanted, they're valued, their product is valued, and you're not just quote unquote scraping their list. That you genuinely want to bring people to them. Yes, they are promoting your event, but you actually want to bring people to them in the end. That you got to have that mindset going in, I think.
That's so true.
Yeah. Okay. So as far as events, because we haven't gotten into events, both of us do virtual events. She just was telling me about her in-person event and it's like, girl, I'm going back to virtual.
Yes.
I love it. We're going back to virtual. But let me actually go back to what Elena said real quick before we get to the event part of it. That's great. Such a great suggestion. I'd be scared to leave the gifts up for participants completely because you always get one or two people who want to do as little as possible. Very, very, very true.
Give you crap.
And Elena also said, seems like a chip-in fee needs to really be worth it to pay that. Like you're going to get a couple thousand emails added to your list at least. Now, the chip-in fee, for the most part, it's like $49. It's actually not that much. If it's just called the chip-in fee, it's not that much. And they always say to help with just the organization or putting the thing together. I think if it fits your model of business, go forward. And I know that Kate in Collaboration Cash In talks about that and, and how to make money. And it is one way to make money with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
If it fits and feels good to you, do it. However, for me, I didn't feel that fit with my model and what I was trying to really do.
Yeah, it doesn't fit with mine either.
Yeah, I'm more about like I'm bringing people to you. Like I'm so excited for people to meet you. That's kind of my mindset. But I don't know, that chip-in fee just didn't fit with the model that I was going for. But if it fits for you, then so be it. Absolutely go and do it. But expect you might get some no's because of the chip-in fee.
Yeah,
that's just a thing.
Because I'm gonna be one. I'm gonna be one. No. I'm gonna be one because I look at it too like you're exposed to me to your audience. So that's an exposition of your audience as well. Although I'm the host of the bundle, it's still people that like. So that's your money right there.
I mean, but again, I don't know. I may play around with the whole VIP concept, featured gifts. I may play around with those kind of concepts to see if that works? Does it give me a nice little giveaway? But giveaway. I'm not really trying to make
Mhm.
money on that, right? That's not
Right.
the actual event. No, it's after the event is what I, would try to make sure it's not profitable. But during the event, to have like a VIP spot, sell maybe 3 VIP spots, have that
Mhm.
money for some giveaways. That makes a nice little purse for a giveaway. So
Right.
I think that'd be fun. Okay, so let's talk about events. So again, we do virtual events.
Right.
And going back in person, she's like, ooh, child. I don't know. I like virtual.
Love it.
I look at this lead gen event as an event. And
Mhm.
I wanted us to brainstorm because I know you're good for brainstorming. We just did it before we were on the air. I wanted to brainstorm some fun things we can add to the bundle experience that makes it feel like an event and that's more engaging
Right.
to the audience. The first thing I thought of the other day was having more either like interviews like this, some sort of like with the contributors, like let's have a chat and let's have them see you and hear you as opposed to just clicking the button.
Right.
What do you think about that?
Oh, I love that. I think especially, coming from the event side, we always want to add an experience to something. And of course, events, online virtual events are a way to launch anything. They're a great way to do that. So I absolutely love that. I do that with speakers for my mental health event. We do an IG chat or we do a Facebook chat. Now with IG letting you have, up to 3 people, it's a great way, to do something like that. And then, they've been talking about adding the live feature.
Yes.
I'm excited, like, do that. I definitely would love to do that.
Okay, so for people who have no clue what we're talking about because we're nerds, please inform them of what is happening in that world.
So IG is considering, and I hope they hurry up, where like how we are here, where we can use an OBS or a StreamYard to tap into IG, where we could have multiple people talking on IG lives as opposed to just 3 people. So for us, we have multiple guests. I was just talking to Jen Zellers the other day about, man, I want to do a series of people who, are in the online world, but I want to talk to us all at one time. Like I want to have a virtual event on Instagram. How?
Yes. How do you do that? And if we could bring think about if you do a virtual event on Instagram or virtual series, whatever the hell it is, you have 4 or 5 different people together on an Instagram live, bringing all of our collective followers to this one spot, getting to know each other. I mean, and also so it can look good too. I personally use this so it can look good. That's why I use in the StreamYard. For you guys who don't know, what we're using right now is called StreamYard, and we're streaming into the platform and the event page that you see. But I'm sitting here with my clicker, like clicking away, changing views because it's cute. It changes the dynamic of the conversation when I can do this. So we're trying to do that, or should I say they're thinking about making that happen on Instagram. I hope so. They need to, like yesterday, because Instagram live, it looks a hot mess to me.
It's horrible. Like it'll kick you off for no reason. And to me, like the way Instagram is going is for creators, but what the hell are we?
Yeah.
What are we? We chop suey? Like we're creators too. We're just on a different level. And I think now they're seeing more so of that. But I think creating an event around a bundle like is so great. And especially when you think about, not that you want to leave anyone out, but you think about the premium type products or people who choose to be a part of the lives and stuff like that. Like you get to create fun because you're inviting your audience, to come and see you there and to talk about it. And you get to talk more intense about your product. Why you created it, why you're a part of the bundle, why people should get the bundle. Like it's those type of things to me that I think helps really create that camaraderie around it. We get to know other contributors in it, but we also, like you can do giveaways. You can do, like those things in it, like, hey, you join us live, you get X, Y, and Z, like something extra from the contributor, because we always look for ways to further engage people. You know,
Absolutely.
for me, like if I give away a bundle or something, then I want a one-on-one. I want to see why you got this event planning software or why you got this event planning workbook. Let's do a one-on-one, and maybe that could catapult me into you booking a strategy session with me, or even you hiring me for your services.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, all those things.
Yeah.
Creating, or I guess I'm going to say eventifying a bundle, at least for me, it feels good. People are able to see, hear, know your intentions, because I think sometimes those intentions get lost. And I don't know, what's the word? They dehumanize you. You truly are just like, if you're a host, you know, I had people reply to me and I was just like, you know, I'm a real person, right? Like, I think I said, thank you for your views, you know, and I said something and they were like, oh, this is really Nicole. I'm like, yeah, you know what I mean? And sometimes you do get that. So, but if I humify, I don't know, whatever. If
humanize,
I make it,
that's the word.
Humanize, there it is. That's the word. That's the word. If I humanize the event and make it like, I'm here, I see you, see you, you know, and not only that, but you know, when you can make someone feel seen, you have a better connection, I think. And possibly able to retain them on the email list longer, get them to know you a little bit longer, get them to really kind of feel you out and say, okay, you know what, she is for me. I like what she's got to talk about. Or you don't know, maybe she's not, you know, my cup of tea.
Right. I love that. I think for us, COVID helped us change the game. We're already game changers in this industry. Who would have thought that I would literally walk out of the grocery store like, bye, y'all can fight over hand soap and sanitizer all y'all want to.
And you guys listen to the podcast episode to understand what she's talking about. I mean, she just was like, I'm out. Listen to the podcast episode to understand what she's
didn't even
about.
Look back, barely going there to shop. But I think about how we're so innovative in this industry, even taking the bundle to the next level. It's just like amazing with the things that you can do with video. And like, you know, Michelle mentioned, you know, like pre-recorded, like it's a game changer. I've created whole events that were infused with live and pre-recorded and nobody knew the difference.
Nobody knew the difference but then it was good. It was actually good, right? So you're not like, oh, let's talk about how great we are and how awesome it is, and give like 2 seconds of content and be like, well, let's talk about this and guys, you know, rah, and now purchase this. Like, we're not talking about this. And what Michelle suggested was, if you have a VIP contributor list or some sort of money attached to the contributors coming and doing your actual bundle, having the premium people go live with you, which is an incredible perk, right? And the others could pre-record some sort of shorter piece. So that's a good example.
That's a great example. Like, I love that.
It's like, Michelle, we about to do. And then the panel idea as well. You know, I've had what we call tag team interviews, where I will have maybe like 4 hours of interviews or 4 hours or something, have a conversation with people, you know, one-on-one, bring in that next guest, have them chat and kind of facilitate a chat between all of us. And they say, oh, thank you so much. Have the first person go, and now the new person is in. So it can be a panel. It could be a one-on-one. You can give them their own time. You can change the dynamic of how that looks. But that's, you know, that's like producing 101. How to kind of juggle having multiple people, but giving them their own time and their own space on the stage. Yeah. So, okay. So what other fun things can we do in our lead gen event? It's so static. Is there any other ideas you have for, like, what can we do to make it fun and eventify the lead gen event more?
So I think I'm gonna always, you know, convey over to video. First of all, let me tell y'all something. Y'all with these long sales pages, I'm not finna read all it. I'm not finna read all that and it gets on my nerves. Like I literally just I skip to the bottom. And I know y'all get your copywriters and you're using Copy AI and
some people need it.
Well,
some people need it, but if I'm gonna buy it, I'm gonna buy it, and there's nothing that a copyright is gonna put in there.
But a lot of times, and I think that may be why I miss out. If I scroll a few times and I don't, if I've clicked on the button to get to the page to buy it, I want it. You ain't got to sell me anymore. Whatever you put initially on that page is gonna just grab me. But I think video grabs people a lot more because again, I'm one of those people, I'm not gonna read all of that. But I have seen where, so like just recently, this girl, I went to the link in her bio and it was Video Ask. I'm like, wait, what? It was literally a Video Ask video there. Like, hey, thanks for tapping on the link in my bio. You know, what are you interested in learning, or what are you interested in seeing? And she had like 4 or 5 options that she has in her link in her bio, and each one led to another video.
Y'all, can you explain first off, Lakeisha, what Video Ask is in case people don't know what that is, and how we could possibly use it for this? Because I see where you're going, but I want to make sure people know what Video Ask is.
So Video Ask is, I wouldn't even say it's that new, but it's super popular now. It's pretty much like how instead of reading something, you're actually talking to someone. I've had people ask me questions via Video Ask. I've had people interview me, like literally when I've gotten contracts to work for a project, I've gotten questions asked. So think about it as like a virtual way to just talk to someone back and forth, and based off of how you ask. Now the answers are pre-recorded, so based off of how you answer, you go on to another video that kind of talks about what you clicked on. I love that. So I'm thinking, like, you know, when we look at, you know, how some people have their stuff segmented, so social media stuff here, mindset stuff here, event stuff here, like based off of that, it could be a video say, hey, you know, you clicked on the event section. What type of event are you trying to plan or looking for? So there could be a section for like live events, God forbid, or there could be a section for online events. And then you have all of the products that may be listed in those. Like, I just think adding anything fun that's not like what everybody else is doing. Everybody has a landing page with all the gifts on there. You know, let's think of something like really fun to do. And even if those videos are not Video Ask, but they're like videos we recorded on StreamYard or Zoom or whatever. Let me stop saying Zoom because I hate Zoom, y'all.
She definitely, and Michelle said it's pretty much interactive video is what it is. Yes, it is interactive video. And what Lakeisha's kind of saying, what I'm getting from what you're saying is that, you know, let's not just have a straight page of gifts. Like, can we say, hey, you know, my name's Nicole. I'd love to know what you're interested in right now. And they click social media. I'm so happy you're interested in social media. Here's the page for social media gifts. So it's a way to segment. It's a way to get them where they need to go. It's a way to ask questions. So you can say, you know what? I'd love to know what your number one challenge in social media is. You know, you can either type or do a video, because with Video Ask, they can send a reply. I believe they can send a reply with video.
They can do either one. Yep.
So it's a way to, again, get people to know, like, and trust you as the host.
Exactly.
And even if you maybe, idea. The premium people, if you decide, okay, I want to have a premium contributor list, that could be another added bonus. Say, hey, I'll create a Video Ask with you on it.
Right.
And with you specifically saying you interested in social media, hey, come check out my gift. Point them to your gift.
Yep.
Hello. That's a pretty premium thing.
I love that one.
To make that happen. That's a pretty premium thing right there.
Yeah. I absolutely love that. And people are getting more into it. I remember when I was looking at being a part of the U.S. Black Chamber, going through that process of being certified was all on Video Ask. And I was like, y'all, my hair is not even gone. Like, are y'all serious? But it helped me. I could hear the passion in this founder's voice about why this was important. And I think it helps too, as the host, like you said, I don't think we're real. I don't
They
know
really
what they think
don't.
we are,
I don't think.
but
Well,
they
I mean,
don't
when you
think
have a
we're
cute
real.
picture, but they don't. A lot of time, they don't think you're the other end of the email, and sometimes you're not. But
Yeah.
more often than not, you are. So making the connection, saying, "Hey, I am real. You are real.
Mm-hmm.
Let's
Yeah.
have a good connection and
Yeah.
a good interaction together." Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Like I love just interacting with people like this way in person. Y'all, I'm probably not as friendly.
But
No,
this
I won't say
medium
that.
is
I
good.
think I am. I think I am. It was just a bit much. First time, like, kind of being out there. But I love how, like you said her name is Elena. She said it's a visual break when you
Yeah,
can,
that's
like,
Elena.
you're not scrolling through some. And because I'm
Mhm.
also in the PLR world, there are lots of bundles that go on over there. Like there's a whole site, which I need to let you know about, Nicole. Like there's a whole site that you can go to that has bundles where people are looking for contributors for
Okay.
bundles, y'all. Like
Okay. Okay.
literally, so I
Yeah,
get a bundle
you need to
invite.
send that to me in the DM, please.
Yes, I will definitely send it to you. But I get an invite at least once or twice a week. But I'm also getting emails about bundles that happen. And like Elena said, they all look the same. I'm like this scrolling like, I don't need that. Don't need
It's
that.
a lot of yes. If you can, and that's that's something that we learned from our friend Krista Miller, where she has like the quizzes where it's like, hey,
Mm-hmm.
what are you most interested in? Let me
Right.
curate this bundle.
Yes.
Let me not just say, here's the big old list. Let me curate
Right.
and see what you most need right now. Because
Exactly.
one of the things as a host you need to make sure that you prevent is for your attendee becoming overwhelmed. And
Yes.
attendees can become overwhelmed coming to your bundle. And how can we
Yes.
prevent that? Video ask,
Yes.
a quiz, perhaps, video, again, saying,
Right.
making yourself human so
Making
they
it
don't
so
get overwhelmed.
human. Yeah, it was one that I was just, I think you may have been in that one, Nicole. I
I don't
forgot
know.
it was recently. I think you were in that one, but it was so many gifts, y'all, that it shut the page down. Like we couldn't.
It happens. It can happen.
It
Especially if you have a
happens.
lot of gifts. You got to be careful with that.
Yes, that's another thing. So I think segmenting like that, where you do have that quiz, like your idea was exactly what I was trying to say. Like I think that's perfect. Like, what are you most interested in? Because again, the bundle is to draw people in from different genres. We're not just talking to event people unless we do one about events. We're not just talking to social media people just because. Like we're
if we
talking to
just do
people
a
who
social
want.
bundle, yeah.
Yeah, unless we do one of those. We're talking to people who may be interested in a lot of things. So like even for me, I just was someone sent me something about getting this bundle called the Wealthy Coaches Bundle. Well, as a
That's happening
coach,
right now. Yep.
yeah, it's happening now. And the way that they have it advertised is different things in it. Mm-hmm. But I think what would be better is if I knew, okay, I know I want things that are going to help me onboard my new coaching clients, or I want things to help me be visible as a new coach. Yes. Bam, if I could click a link and go straight to those resources, that would be great. But no, I got to scroll.
But one thing they did do, and you guys, it's actually happening now. So I just got into it today because I was like, I love looking at other events. I love looking at other bundles. How does it look? What are they doing? What's new? Right. And I'll say one of Christina Jindali, I think is her name, that's doing that. And she's kind of a bigger name in the space. So go look her up and see if it's there. But one of the things that she did, I know she had kind of like a section where if you click, it goes straight down to the section. So if you want social media, you click it and it goes down the section. But we're talking even more so segmenting, even more so curating. And Elena said that. Elena, I believe I'm pretty sure she was the one that has a craft hobby blogger is what she is. And creating a bundle for crafting, we said, well, what do crafters need? They need, maybe supplies. They need information about maybe different crafts. So if you're a painter, if you're, yarn person, look, I'm not a crafter, but all the different ways you can be that. But how can we curate by a quiz, by a video ask and say, hey, what kind of crafter are you? They click, I'm a a crocheter, okay, fine. It goes straight to the
Right.
crochet section, so they can see all the things related just to crochet.
Mhm.
With the option of seeing other things as well. But if we can curate that space so people don't come to it and say, "Well, I'm a painter. I don't want to see no crochet stuff."
Right.
They can easily find painting
Right.
stuff. So just being a little bit more thoughtful with curating. I think that
Right.
they're doing good in that they are creating a Facebook group based on their
Yes.
bundle. So if you're interested in, oh, I want to do a Facebook group or grow a group, they're literally funneling people into a group is what they're trying to
Right.
do. And she's going to sell you on something. I know she's going to sell you on something
Right.
at the end of it. But I know she was talking about having trainings. My best bet is the
Mhm.
trainings are going to be contributors and they paid to get that spot. That is my
Right.
best bet. So
Right.
people who paid to be in her bundle, they want to teach in her free group. That's what I'm going to bet is happening there. So just
Yeah.
another perk if you want to say, oh, if I pay, what am I getting? That could be another perk of
Right.
going live.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. I love that she's thinking about doing it, and she definitely should. I mean, I've been toying with the idea. I'm actually in like 2 different communities. So as an event producer, there's one that, definitely we could do, Nicole, but then I'm also in this PLR community as well, that helps with content. And so you have to really be very cognizant of who you are dealing with. So like for me to jump out and do a coach's bundle, people like, girl, what the heck?
People like,
they'd be like,
who are
when
you?
Like, who are you? Who you the coach? I'm new in this, but because I've been a podcaster, I could do something along those lines. Because I am a blogger and I have a blog site, I could do something along those lines. I think the more niche down it is, it's better because you get a very exclusive list of people. But then the more broader it is, it helps you open up to like other people as well that you may have never been connected to either.
Yeah. Absolutely. I hope you guys have gotten some ideas for your, maybe your next bundle. If you haven't done your first, maybe choose just one of those ideas. Like maybe I'll go live with one of my contributors on Instagram. Boom. You have, and not only that, but you're funneling everybody who opted in. You're funneling them to that IG live and say, hey, we're going live on IG tonight. Go over there, and you're getting maybe more followers, more, again, just one thing, just choose one thing for your very first event that we talked about here. I'll kind of talk, maybe I'll just kind of reveal a little bit probably about my next bundle. It'll probably be in September is probably when I'll be. And I actually talked about this really briefly on Tuesday I was thinking about, like, remember Kris Jenner had the master class. I told them about this. And I was thinking about really bringing my biz besties together and creating something of the like. This is my time to brainstorm, Lakeisha, but like, I want to make sure that the audience that I bring in fits what it is the actual in offer would be, right?
Right.
So, normally I just kind of say the last one was content, based on content. Like, hey, you want to improve your content? Come to this bundle. I'm kind of like, I'm actually not sure like what the theme should be. And if you guys have ideas or like, hey, I'm open to listening to them. But who should come to something where the end game is to have a masterclass sort of feel? I know that masterclasses audience, they are very casual in their approach to learning, meaning, Kris Jenner is teaching about branding, but they don't necessarily take it for gospel. They're not like, oh, let me go out and do Kris Jenner thing. I don't necessarily think I want to do that, but it's like, what's the type of audience that would work with something like what I'm thinking to do? And again, if I got to go to the drawing board and think about it and brainstorm, I just have to go to the drawing board.
I think like even for myself as someone who I consider to be like a student, like a consistent student, I'm always learning something new. I'm always trying to pull up something. And I think in this world, people don't understand that we don't just do events. We have to know a little bit about social media. We got to know a little bit about marketing. Like we have to know a little bit about everything to really be effective for our clients. And so I think when I look at myself and even my sphere of friends, we can't afford masterclass like that. Or we don't have it's not enticing enough for us to spend the money to go to something on someone who, and I hate to say degreed, but someone that you only know learned it because of whatever. Like I would rather masterclasses of people who are in this business, who are doing this business, you know, people like you who have a successful company, who has a podcast, has all these things that are there that I can see. Oh, I can pay a premium fee for that a month or a year to get access to that. But then you're also touchable and reachable. Can you email Chris Jenner?
No.
Okay.
You can email the publicist or something.
Yes.
The assistant of the publicist.
You know,
yeah.
I respond to every single last one of my emails. It's me that responds to those emails, not my VA, not anyone else. It is me. So even though that masterclass may not have everything, if you want more, you can contact me and then we go from there. You know, it's like it's people that are reachable, that are touchable, that are relatable.
Yeah.
I love what Chris did with her kids and the brand, but that's not really relatable to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
All.
Like she's not really relatable to me to be able to learn. And then to pay, like I was saying, she almost got me. I was like, man.
Me too. I'm telling you, I was about to pay that $15 a month. I was like, man, you know, that could be interesting, but it's an entertainment sort of thing. And I'm not necessarily, I don't know, I'm looking for entertainment value, but I'm looking for it to come out with sustainable information for the people who would be a part of it. So the bundle event, it's still definitely in the thought process, and you know, the bonus video that I'm going to do pre-recorded that I'm going to show tomorrow will have a little bit of my thinking process behind what I'm trying to do, and like, well, what is my niche and my audience? I got to always go back to that. Who am I speaking to? Why would they want to do this? Why would they want to keep going with me with my offer? Yeah. So I mean, it's a work in progress, and you know, but I'm not going to stay there too long. That's don't stay there forever trying to think that. Yeah,
I can't. I'll jump, and then if it's not right, then I'll jump again. I'll correct it.
Yeah.
I'll jump. You know, I'll jump again. I think that's how we learn, is to see like how, you know, it's done the first time and how people resonate with it, and then if that doesn't, then you go back and you tweak it and you fix it, you know, and you do all those things. I think we just don't, you know, sit on those things. And I would tell you, like, for your first one, like, do kind of be selective. You know, I've gotten, you know, bundles, and I'm like, this is supposed to be a business bundle. Like, why is there a yoga class? You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't fit with.
It didn't fit.
Like people.
They wanted as many people as possible. And I did have to tell some people no. And because I had a 50 person limit. I said you had to at least have 50 people on your list, because I wanted it to be, if all things are equal, I wanted it to be where, you know, somebody's coming to this thing with 10,000 emails. That really took them time to get 10,000 emails, and you're coming with one, and you're the person on your email list. I didn't want it to be unfair in that way, but it's super important that whatever is in the products are quality, they're premium, your sales page looks good, you have good copy, I don't see no crap, I click a button and it's not like, you know, I had an error, you know what I mean? Like, I really wanted it to, and when I say like crap, I'm not saying that, you know, you can't use lead pages and these sort of things, but I'm just saying that it doesn't look thrown together. If it's a MailChimp something, I'm kind of like, you know, it needs to look like there's graphics. Somebody put some kind of effort into it. You didn't throw it together at the last minute so you could be in my bundle.
Exactly. Like, that doesn't even look good at all. And it really speaks of your work as a person who wants to be a contributor. So like for me, I use Flowdesk. And I have such flexibility, but I've been with Flowdesk since like it was a thing. So I probably have features that other people don't have, you know, or I've been a part of them for so long. Like literally, y'all, and that's a whole nother thing with affiliate. I haven't paid for Flowdesk in like 2-3 years because of the affiliates I get from Flowdesk that I don't even have to pay for it anymore. My affiliates pay for it for me. But that page needs to look good when I go there. And not only that, what's your process after the fact? I've seen people like I've gotten their things, and Nicole, I don't hear from them for like ever. And then all of a sudden, like that time when IG and Facebook went down, then they email me, hey, remember me? You were part, you got my bundle thing. Nah, boo, I'm good. Because you ain't talking to me all this time, so I don't want to talk to you now. But what's your workflow after that? And someone who is not like super good with funnels, I felt like I could kill them in Flowdesk because it gives me that option to be able to do that, to flow people into my segments and communicate with them afterwards, because it is a pleasure for you and an honor for you to take my product. Although
it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure for you to be on my email list to get my product. We got to start changing that mindset. Okay, y'all, we are over time. I knew this was going to happen, Lakeisha. I knew this was going to happen. We'll just talk and talk and talk. I knew it, but that's okay because I feel like there's a lot of great content here and that you guys got a lot of great insight. Please, in the comments, let us know what you thought about that session. Let everybody know, Lakeisha, where they can find you, how they can talk to you, and all the things.
So I am on all social media platforms as Lakeisha M. Mosley. If you're a fan of Zoom, don't follow me because I trash Zoom all the time. I am a fan of StreamYard, and my new favorite event platform is Buzzit. So yeah, don't follow me if you like Zoom, but I am DM friendly. I answer all my emails. My website is LakeishaMosley.com, which is my blog site. And then my business or my event planning company website is the LMExperience.com. And I'd love to connect with you all. Definitely.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you so much, Lakeisha, for doing this. I hope you guys definitely got a ton out of this. Just hold on in the backstage, Lakeisha. We will keep talking for a second, but we'll just keep talking forever, but just hold on. Okay. Okay, y'all. So thank you guys so much for sticking around for this bonus session. I hope that you got plenty out of it. We really went over kind of like what can you do to take your event to the next level. Even if it's your very first one, do exactly what's in Collaboration Cash-In because Kate gives you the blueprint on how to do it. But then just add one super eventify thing. Go live on IG with a contributor. Maybe do some sort of Facebook group attached to your thing. I don't know, whatever you can do to really make it happen. So thank you so much again, Michelle and Elena. And, just thank you so much for being here and being a part of the live show. And again, if you weren't live, it's okay. Give us your feedback in the comments. We'd love to hear it. Tomorrow, again, we're going to have a pre-recorded video where I show you my bundle blueprint, how I'm thinking. We'll get more in depth in kind of my offer versus my niche and my audience and where that's going. You'll get that link in your email tomorrow morning. So you'll be able to watch that bright and early. If you haven't gotten in Collaboration Cash-In, the link is on the event page. Go ahead and get in there. 6 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow. That's Friday, July 28th. That is when my special bonuses are going to go away. You have the ability to actually look over my shoulder, aka just, watch me as I build my next bundle. And that's only for people who sign through my special link by tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern time. I hope we definitely already have people that got in there. I'm so excited to have you. And we will definitely get all those links and extras to you so you know exactly how to run your first bundle with Kate's system, because I can't teach you that. You got to get Kate's system. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Again, tomorrow will be pre-recorded, but hopefully you'll get a lot of value out of it. I will see you guys later. Bye.